A student lifts a bucket with a 98 Newton force in 38 seconds out of a well at a constant velocity. If the bucket is lifted 30 meters, then how much work is done on the bucket by the student, and how much power is exerted by the student in watts and in horsepower? Alright, so what do I have here? I've got a bucket, and my bucket is being lifted up out of a well, and the force to do that is 98 newtons, and it moves 30 meters. So I look at this in terms of my givens. I know that the force that's lifting the bucket, which is actually equal to the weight of the bucket, and the reason why it's equal to the weight of the bucket is because of this. It's moving at a constant velocity, so that means it's equal to the weight of the bucket. So that is 98 newtons. I know that the time to do that is 30 seconds, and the distance it moves upwards is equal to 30 meters. First question is how much work is done? Okay, so for work, I know that the work is equal to force times distance. So that's force times distance. So the work is equal to 98 newtons, the force that lifts the bucket up, times the distance, so it moves upwards 30 meters. And the force and the distance are parallel to each other, so that makes my life easy there. So that'll give me the work equal to 2,940 joules. Okay, so that's the work. Part B says how much power is exerted by the student. So B, I want to know the power. Power is work over time. Now remember, this is a capital W, and W in the equation is work. W in the answer is going to be the unit of watts. So we got to keep them separate from each other. So this is in the equation, so this is work. So power is equal to the work that I just calculated, 2,940 joules, divided by the time, which is 30 seconds. So that'll give me a power of 98 watts. And then it asks to have it converted into horsepower. That's easy enough. So that's our weird unit for power. 98 watts. I know that 1 horsepower, HP, is defined as 746 watts. And so that'll give me 0.3, whoops, kind of messed that up there. 0.131 horsepower. So that's the power in horsepower.